Okay, and then I go back to Azrael and say, "What's up, friend?"
So I asked Vince. I say, so I heard you left the party earlier to sell a mace, correct?
Yes, the Mace of Might.
I pull this one. I'm like, this. You told me this was a mace. What was it? Mace of light? Is that correct?
Yours is the Mace of Light. That is what we were told. Yes.
Do you know what it does? I seem to have used it in the last fight, and it seems no better or worse than my previous one.
We somehow, it's funny, we don't really remember how this happened, but we know what it is called, and all we know is that in combat, I blocked a blow from it, and a great piercing white light came off my shield as it struck me. That's all we know.
Neil, would I know that it needs a code word or anything like that?
Yeah, that's pretty standard stuff.
But would I have heard the thing say anything?
You didn't hear necessarily. I mean, you could have, in theory, heard it, but maybe he said it softly. Maybe you just didn't catch it. You were too busy, trying to fight him.
I asked him, what was this creature that you obtained this item from?
It was an undead cleric, I believe, or some kind of spellcaster.
All right, so Neil, once again, being a cleric, do I know undead to be able to talk?
Yes.
They can speak common?
Some. It depends on the type of undead.
So that he could say whatever the word is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I say, well, I guess I should go visit a cleric or something to perhaps find out if he could tell me what it is.
Yeah, we're all running errands right now. We're going to take this day of rest, and then, of course, we'll meet up and find out about the dragon and raise arms in the village. But for today, we're just running errands, so feel free to do that, friend.
Sure. Lisa, would you like to accompany me? What is your plan?
I was hoping to chat with Vincent for a while, but if
Sure.
you need my help, I can go with you.
I'm only a little worried about the cost of finding out what this actually does. And so I was going to have you accompany me.
You needed a wallet, basically.
Very soon, tonight I hope to make a sale in which you should be getting for yourself about 1,000 gold. We're going to split it amongst the party.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, I will go look into this. Lisa, I do not need your services nor your wallet. You can do whatever you like. And I kind of walk off from the party and make my way to find a wizard.
Okay.
What can I do for you, Lisa, or did you just want to hang out?
I was hoping we could have a chat in the bar when you
Sure.
have a moment.
I have a moment right now. Let's go do that.
Okay. So the two of you head off to a bar, and she starts discussing. I mean, it's like a casual conversation, talking military discussions, fighting tactics, and after a couple drinks, she starts to get a little bit. Her wording changes. She's like, she talks about. She just changes the way she words things, and it becomes a little bit flirty. She's talking about thrusting, sieging castles, penetrating defenses, that sort of thing. And you're just
Outside of game, Neil, I've always known this day would come. I was a little bit worried about two guys role-playing.
Yeah. Have you seen that Community episode?
Yeah, I have. She's
See what you're doing?
I don't
want to do this.
Me and Jeff had this conversation a while back of how this would be awkward, but I guess it's going to happen.
You know what?
Let's do it. Let's do it in this textile 8-bit way. Vincent is receptive because it's been a long, he's been out in the field for a long time without the sweet, sweet touch of a woman.
Okay. Well, it doesn't go very far.
He doesn't push it hard. He's just, no pun intended. He just kind of
but
keeps it flirty.
I want you to make a charisma check here to see how well you can engage.
Is that just a D20 plus?
D20 plus your 12 charisma now instead of your 13 because you're a little bit uglier. What'd you get?
23.
Okay. All right. Good.
Sounds about right, actually. Okay.
Okay, cool. It's a pleasant evening. Anyway, let's hop over to Bregor.
I'm furiously reading books about wishes. Every book that I can find on wishes.
Now, here's my question. How do you find a book on wishes?
Same.
I check the covers.
Cool, thanks.
So you
I go to the is there a local library?
There is a library.
Yes, I do that, and I use the Dewey Decimal System basically to.
There is no Dewey Decimal System.
No, I'll go to like, I'll just kind of peruse the covers, look for something that looks like anything about rings and magic or anything like that.
Okay. You find a couple of books on like the history of magic and wizards and that sort of thing. But you do not find like an encyclopedia of magic items.
Do I? Is there like maybe rooms in the back or something, maybe hidden off that I could try and explore? Like I don't know, books
Like
that.
secret library rooms with books that are forbidden.
Yes,
for the public.
exact. That's exactly what I'm going for.
You're looking for the forbidden knowledge.
Yes.
If there were hidden rooms, they're so well hidden you can't find them.
Okay.
There are definitely rooms that are like, there's a door behind a desk that goes somewhere else in the library. But that is, quote unquote, guarded by a librarian.
There is actually a librarian there.
Well, it's a library, so yeah. There's a bunch of libraries.
All right. I'll ask a librarian that I'm looking for some sort of encyclopedia of magic items.
I'm sorry, sir. We don't have anything on that topic that I know of.
What was the name? What was the name of the king?
Reich Kelborn.
I asked them about a book on the history of Reich Kelborn.
Oh, yes. One of our greatest kings. And he kind of walks you over towards a section, mumbling the whole time. Blah, 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 blah. He walks you over to a history section and kind of brings you to this one shelf and says, "These are the histories of the kings as we have them recorded. I believe you can find Kelborn's reign in one of these 3 books."
Okay. I'll start reading those then.
Okay. So you start reading it, and it's kind of dry. It's really boringly written. It's like, and King Longbow or King so and so reigned from this year until this year. He had 5 children. Descriptions of the children, and then he had blah blah blah. He, this was his right. He died of this cause, and his son blah 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 reigned after him. And it's just long, boring. But you eventually come across a section of Reich Kelborn. And it talks about how he saved the world during the first Ogre War, and how, talked about his battles, what happened during the war. And it does say that he had a magic ring that allowed him to change the tide of the battle.
Does it say how it changed it, or was it vague?
It says, the magic ring. It's pretty vague. It's just like during the time of greatest need, when the hour was darkest, with his magic ring, King Kelborn, changed the tide of the battle and slew the ogre chief that was blah 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 blah.
Okay. All right. So that's all I can find on Reich in the library.
Yeah. Well, that's like the big entry on him. But now you know basically everything about his life.
Right. So I go back to the librarian holding the book, and I say, "This is a very interesting book. Do you know more about the battle that Kelborn fought?"
There was a history of the battles over here that I can lead you to.
Excellent.
And you get to a small book that is a memoir of one of the soldiers that fought with him.
Okay. Let's read the memoir.
Okay. It takes you most of the day to get through it. And the part that you're looking for discusses how they were pinned down in the city under siege and have been magical darkness had been cast upon them for ages and had really been screwing them up. And somehow, when it was looking bad, when they were running out of food, King Longborn dispelled the magical darkness, God knows how, and lightning rained down from the sky slaying most of the ogres in his wake.
Okay. I close up the books and thank the librarian, and I leave.
Okay. Abigail?
I'm gonna go to how many wizards shop are there? Just one or many?
You ask about, and there are a great many wizards that live in town, but there are 4 in particular that peddle their services.
All right, Neil. So
Sir.
since we don't meta this at all, can we both random 4 to see which shop we go to?
Sure.
Okay.
Shop 3. Haha, you go to the same shop.
Hello there, dwarven friend.
Interesting to see you here. What are you acquiring this wizard for?
Oh, I was just inquiring for a magical bow. Would you happen to have one, Mr. Wizard?
No, I don't sell that sort of thing.
That's too
all my
bad. I guess I'll
services.
go ask around to another shop. Thank you. Have a nice day. And then I just leave.
I'm just like,
Okay.
that seemed rather interesting. And I approach and before saying anything, I put the mace down on the. Wait, am I able to see over this thing if I'm next to it? I'm 3 feet 11.
No.
So I'm just like, sir.
He looks over the counter. Oh, hello there, my fine
Hi
sir.
there,
How are
my
you
friend.
doing?
Hello, nice to see you. Because I didn't when I walked up here. Here's this mace, and apparently this is a mace of light or something like that. My friends obtained it from. I think they killed an undead or something like that. I'm not too sure, but when I hit things, they said it was supposed to have light come from the strike, and I didn't see any light. Apparently, there's a code word to it. I was interested to see how much it would cost to identify that.
Around 2,000 gold.
Seems quite steep, my friend.
The components are very expensive, and then it takes me a full day of casting, and it's very taxing.
Would I know anything?
Damaging to my health.
Would I know anything about the components as a cleric?
No, not as a cleric.
So I would believe him 100%.
Yeah,
Shit.
but he's also telling the truth.
Oh, I know. That's all. I'm just making sure that I would believe him 100%, no matter what he says.
That's up to you on whether or not you'd believe him, but you have no reason to suspect otherwise.
Okay. So I say 2,000. It's a little bit costly. I mean, there's not like a generic term or anything for this.
I mean, you could try the word light in the language of magic.
Which is?
Dulok.
So I grab the hammer and kind of look at it and tap his desk and say that. Does anything happen?
Just like
Yeah, just go.
Dulak.
it just kind of hits the desk, and he's like, "I wish you wouldn't do that in here."
Well, I need to test it. I'm very, very interested to get this working. So 2,000 gold.
It might require a little more force than a simple tap.
Oh. I kind of look at the hammer a little bit.
Not in here.
I'm like,
You can go somewhere else and try that. I recommend outside of town, because if it doesn't do what you think it does, it could cause a lot of damage. Be careful when testing new magical items, sir. It's... I had a friend once, and he died because he thought his fraud did something. It was... Anyway.
And that's what I call a cool story, friend. Now let's see if we can bargain it all with this mace. 2,000? Are you able to go any lower? I'm simply a cleric. I'm not I'm Mr. Moneybags here.
I understand, but that is the price.
I kind of just stare at the mace. What is the ground in here? Is it stone or is it wood?
Wood.
I put 5 gold on the counter.
Mm-hmm.
Say I'm sorry for this, and I turn around and slam the mace on the ground and say Dulok. Does anything happen?
Yeah, there's a bright flash of light.
Oh, sick.
It was it! Perfect! Good day, sir! And I run out very quickly.
And that leaves you slightly blinded, just a little bit. You're kind of like seeing stars, and you hear an angry mage yelling at you as he like chases you out of the building.
I'm just running as fast as my 3 feet 11 ass can move.
Yeah.
Cool. So I make it out and I find out the word.
Okay. Abigail, you go to a different store.
Yeah.
Okay. You enter, and it is a store run by a female mage.
God damn it! I go to the next door.
You're just like, oh, no. All right, next one. All right, this is a white-robed mage that resides here.
All right. Knock knock.
Come in.
Hello. What's your name?
I am Marvin the Magnificent.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Marvin the Magnificent. And then I shake his hand.
What can I do for you today?
Well, first of all, I was wondering if you have any kind of magical bow.
I don't sell that sort of thing. I sell my
Oh.
services.
Oh, that's disappointing. Well, do you know, I've been going around towns and I've heard this legend about a ring of 3 wishes. And I was wondering if you'd heard about these rumors.
It is said that King Kelborn the Great had one.
Yeah, that's exactly the one I'm talking about. I'm
Oh?
wondering if you've heard anything more about it, like where it would be, what it would do, how someone would use it, like anything. If people...
Wishes are to be worded very carefully. They have a tendency to take things very literally, and often it's been said that a wish spell will... Wait a minute. Hold on. No. Money first. 20 gold. Then I'll tell you.
I'll give you 10, and if you give me a good answer, I'll give you 10 more.
My answers are great.
They're
Would
magnificent.
you-
Marvin
I was
the
gonna say-
Magnificent.
Would you even say they're magnificent?
Yes.
Alright,
20 gold.
alright. I'll give you 20 gold.
Excellent.
But don't rip me off, Mr. Magnificent.
Why would I?
How is he looking, by the way? Can you roll for hotness?
Roll for hotness. You might have confused us for misclicks, young lady.
10. He's average.
Ah, well, I'm
Perfect.
pretty average
That's
as well. Is he an elf or a human?
Human.
He's an owlbear, actually.
Underneath the gown. Just
He's
So
raging.
he's like a 5 out of 10.
Sure, whatever. Anyway, after you give him the money, he says wishes are often taken literally and usually use the how should I say it? The path of least resistance to get there.
What
That
do you-
is, well, you could wish for something, and there could be a lot of ways it could be interpreted. Usually, whatever requires the least amount of magical energy is the path that is taken. So, you know, if you, for example, if you were to wish someone to be gone forever, they might just be teleported somewhere else. They would not necessarily, you know, maybe teleported to the other side of the world, or maybe you would be teleported to the other side of the world. So be very careful with wording. Now,
If you had one, what would you wish for?
that is a very difficult question, and one that I don't think I would share with you. Now, why
That's
are all the
boring.
questions about wishes? Do you have a ring of wishes?
No, I don't. But I
Why are
would sure
you
love
asking?
to have one.
Why are you asking?
Because
Why
I'm
did you
just
just
being...
pay 20 gold to a man to teach you about rings of wishes if you don't have one?
Because I'm one curious person, and I have this friend who died in battle, and I'd love to find a way to make him come back to life, but it seems like a ring of wishes.
Why didn't you ask me about resurrection instead of rings of wishes?
Because I know the ring of wishes exists. I don't know about resurrection. Nobody ever talked to me about resurrection. It does exist?
Isn't that why you were asking about the ring of wishes?
Well, I thought a wish would be able to resurrect someone, but I didn't know there was any other way to find it,
Okay.
to do it. Well, feel free to share me knowledge about resurrection as well.
Doesn't really. Do you another 20 gold for knowledge regarding resurrection?
I already gave you 20 gold.
Yeah, you gave me 20 gold to ask me about the Ring of Three Wishes, and now I am. Now you have to give me another 20 gold before I'll talk to you about the next topic. Knowledge is power.
All right. Sure. Here you go.
20 gold. There are a few legends regarding those being brought back from the dead and restored to their life as before, but they are mostly old, very old. I don't know if there exists anyone currently who is capable of casting such spells, and only life can pay for death.
I see. Well, see, made sense I was looking for a ring to do it, since this legend seems way more complicated than a little ring.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have anything else you have to tell me about those two topics? Since I paid you freaking 40 gold, now you're rich.
Excuse me.
All right. Would you like to go for a drink, sir?
No?
Your swagger level is shooting through the roof right now.
Let's pay for everything and then attempt the flirt.
Well, all right. Want a bang?
Well, I mean, we've been hanging out for a while, and you're the only guy I know around here.
I do not associate with common harlots.
Oh, yeah, sure. Whatever, man. Whatever. You're missing out. And
That's what they say when they yell at you from their street corner.
You can thank me once I slay a dragon, bitch. Then I leave.
All right.
He shouts some obscenities at you as you walk out.
And I'm like, yeah, fuck you too! And then I slam the door.
So I have about 7 minutes, Neil, but
Okay, well then maybe we should
Do you
wrap
want
all
to?
this up.
I mean, we could start
Everyone
with
reconvenes.
we could start with the role play of the.
Yeah, I take Vincent and Gregor aside and tell them about everything I learned, including the resurrection and how I spent 40 gold and how that wizard was an asshole.
my my time with Lisa was just a good conversation, right?
It was just a good conversation, spiked with,
Fervor.
moments of passion.
Storming the keep.
So
Yeah.
Okay. Do I get to do the dinner tonight, or is that?
I
you
think
have
we
more
should
planned
save that
than
for the
this?
start
Oh, we
of
can
the
do the
next
dinner
show.
right now. If
All
you
right.
want.
Oh, it's gonna be.
I
that
actually
short?
invite Lisa because
Oh,
I had a
shut
good
up!
time
I'm
with her.
talking to them.
Okay, so all 5 of you head over to the dinner party.
What?
What? No, not all 5?
Just me and Lisa.
Oh, okay, just the 2 of you.
Yeah.
All right, Chef goes on a date, guys.
Yep.
You guys have been wanting to see this for years. Okay, so you take Lisa to the dinner party. The noble lord, Sir Barrington, is his name.
Wow.
Yeah, or Lord
Perfect.
Barrington, I guess.
Lord Barry.
Lord Owl Barrington. I like it.
Yeah. How did you know Albert was his first name?
Owl. Anyways.
No, Al.
Yes. Yeah, I get it. Okay.
5 minutes.
Okay, you guys go to Albert Barrington's dinner party, and there's his wife, a couple of other random guests, his kids, blah blah blah, and he said, this is the man I was telling you about, son or nephew, person related to me. He has this mace that he would like to sell you.
I shake his
nephew's-
hand. How old is he?
13.
Okay, so then I play nice, and I'm like, whoa, easy on the sword hand, friend. I need that to live. You've got quite an arm on you.
Thank you, mister.
Yeah, so I take out the mace and hand it to him and say, what do you think of this as maybe your future
So,
great weapon?
Oh, it's really heavy.
Yes, it'll...
And his uncle's like, damn it, you're a soldier. You need to be a man. Or you're a man. You need to be able to fight. Stop.
Well, I look at him and I
complaining
say, a strong, heavy weapon like that crafts the man around it. He will get stronger as he uses it as well.
about- He nods, yeah, well. Nephew needs a little bit of work. Anyway, I think we had settled upon 6,000, was it?
I believe so, sir.
Well, sure. After dinner, we'll get our payments and blah, blah, blah.
Splendid.
And you
sounds
guys
good.
have a lovely feast.
I introduced Lisa, and I'd be polite about that and stuff too. And I introduced her as my friend.
Okay. He just nods. Oh, it's very nice to meet you, Ms. Lisa. Blah blah blah. Plenty of nice chatter. The food's delicious, and you get your 6K.
Shit. Meanwhile, Abby asked Breger out to go eat. Because she's frustrated. She's been turned out a few times now, and I think, Breger's supposed to be good looking, so
Hang on, Abigail. Before we make this a really depressing story, let's finish on a good note here. So, Lisa and I have a wonderful dinner. We make the sale. I flirt with Lisa throughout the night.
Charisma check.
Yep. Don't let me down, dice.
Oh, you fucking kill it at dinner.
Holy shit.
Courteous, you have a bunch of funny jokes that you bring about. She's kind of impressed that you know this guy and you got invited to this dinner. On top of that, you get like 6K, and she's like, wow. I mean, you
Oh
blow
my God.
so to speak.
Fucking Casanova. Alright. Well, Neal, like I said, Vincent he's a red-blooded man of the battlefield, and with Anna's permission. Anna, is it okay if Vincent has... Is that okay? He's with Neal. She laughs, so I'm going to take that as a yes. He goes for the gold.
Okay,
In a respectful, princely way.
You get a short makeout session, and that's about as far as it goes.
It'll do.
Yeah.
And then he kisses her on the cheek, and he goes to his own room.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
Meanwhile,
now Abigail.
Now go.
You have like 2 minutes.
Yeah. Chris checks. Abby, Brigger.
Do I have to go charisma check? Yeah?
Yeah, go check it.
Damn it.
What are you
Hey,
roll?
Gregor, I was saying this?
20 plus charisma.
D20 plus. Shit, what's my charisma?
It's like 17 or something.
I have
Something-
10.
Fine.
What is mine? 15?
Yeah, it's
Wait.
15.
I got
Okay.
14. God fucking damn it. I can't
30.
ever-
30.
Brigger, you are charming as shit. Abigail, you really kind of regret not doing this earlier. It's
It's
like
pimps his zit and it sprays his face. He's like, sorry.
but you kind of you're a little awestruck at how you never realized this, and so you kind of you're a little bit awkward and quiet because you're overwhelmed by how much you find, how much you like this. And I think that's a perfect place to end now. Meanwhile, Azrael is by himself alone eating at the bar.
No, I'm fucking running around the town going, Dulak! Just hitting people out there. Oh, God. All right, let's do...
Smashing his shit around.
Let's-
Alright.
By the
Let's
way,
do
Neal,
some
for your
shoutouts.
records,
Go ahead.
so it's 6,000. I keep 2,000 and I give 1,000 to the rest, I guess. Right?
Okay.
There's
Okay.
5 of us with Lisa,
With Lisa, yeah.
so they all get 1,000 gold,
Yeah.
and I get 2.
Right.
And Vincent starts to learn that things are worth more than he thought, actually.
Okay. Done.
Okay, cool. Let's go around the table, do some shoutouts. Jen, why don't you start us off?
Alright, well, guys, thanks for watching so much. Thank you to everyone who does artwork. Make sure to keep posting it on the JP's Reddit.
Yeah.
Make sure to follow me at LivinPink SC2 on Twitter, because I want to break 9,000 followers, and it's really cool. We're super close. Follow me on Twitch TV /LivinPink, where I stream some more D&D on Tuesdays with the girls, including Anna Prosser, Miss RV, J for Jade, and Koibu. He's part of the girls, yeah. So make sure to check that out on Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. EDT. Follow my channel, follow my YouTube and my Facebook, and thank you so much for watching. You guys are so awesome.
Neal, some shoutouts.
Thanks for watching. It was a pretty good day, despite the awful hungoverness of me and JP.
Hey, I wasn't hungover. I was just fucking tired. Let's get
Fine,
the record
fine.
straight.
Fine. You weren't hungover this time.
Exactly.
Okay. You can follow me on twitch.tv, YouTube, youtube.com/user/koibu0. I do cartography tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll be doing map making about in the roleplay world, which will be fun. And we're going to do behind the screen, which is where I kind of show you guys what it's like to DM a campaign from like where you guys get to see the DMing process and how we come up with campaigns and stuff. So that's going to be tomorrow, probably at like 2:30 over on twitch.tv/koibu. And you should also check out SC2Ratings.com because it's the legit site for all the good StarCraft VODs.
Jeff.
You gonna do a Q&A after this, Neil?
Probably, but I'm going to go sleep for like 6 hours, so I won't get to it.
Make the thread first, maybe?
Sure.
Yeah, nice.
Jeff, shoutouts.
Thanks for everyone tuning in as always. I always am really happy when we do this. Have a really good time, and a big part of that is, of course, the fan interaction and people getting so into it. Really appreciate it. Like we already had a few people tweet at us the picture of the poster. That's really cool. For me personally, I'm going to be casting SC2L literally 1 hour from now. I'm going to head to the office just now, catch a bus. So if you're watching ATC, also check out SC2L. There's some great StarCraft today. That'll be on Twitch TV at literally just SC2L, so pretty simple, and I'll be tweeting links and stuff like that. And then for me personally, all week long, there's going to be a ton of SC2L at different times with different commentators, so just kind of keep your eye on my Twitter, and check us out. We're having a really good time, and there's really good games going on right now. That's something that's been amazing, really good games. And then for me personally, just as always, follow me on Twitter. My Warhammer 40,000 army is getting painted starting this week, hopefully. So in a couple weeks, I'll have some amazing models to show you, and then I'm going to start playing competitively. And I had something else I was going to say. Just thank you to the universe for today. This was a good day to Vincent, by the way. Like 4 out of 6 crits. He perfects a date. He actually perfected a date. I don't know if that's ever happened.
Well, it wasn't really perfected though, right? He went for the gold and.
Yeah.
Well,
Couldn't have rolled better though.
It was pretty good though.
Vincent's
Look.
pretty happy with his performance. Let's just say that.
You can't get any girl with a perfect roll, you know? You got to build that thing.
Got to
I
build to
see.
it. All right, so that's it for me. Just thank you.
Cool. You also got like 13,000 gold in a single day of roleplay.
Yeah,
Yes, that
a
was pretty
lot.
good,
A
too.
shit ton of money.
Ryan, some
Tell me a better
shoutouts.
salesman.
Shout out to all you guys who watch us play roleplay. We have a great time every week, and we really appreciate you guys tuning in. Shout out to my cast members, Jen, Jeff, Neal, JP. You guys are awesome. A lot of fun to play with. For my personal stuff, guys, follow me on Twitter. My Twitter is @MLGRyan. And you can also follow my stream, which is twitch.tv/RyuZilla. I'll be going live directly following roleplay. Right after this, we're going to be getting salty, guys.
You want to play some League later, Ryan? We could stream that.
Yeah, we can. I'm going to get salty for a little bit, and then we can after that.
Cool. All right.
By
So
the
I'm
way,
gonna go eat dinner.
I guess promotion of Breger. His stream is not partnered, so go watch him so he can actually get partnered here on Twitch. It's only, I think you need like what, 200 viewers or some low amount. Just go watch twitch.tv/Breger or RyuZilla. Sorry.
RyuZilla, yeah.
I guess my personal shoutouts, next Saturday, myself, iNcontroL, DJ Wheat, Total Biscuit, and the other DM, Steve, will be going live with the second week of Dark Heresy. That'll be at the European Friendly Time, once again, of 1 p.m. Eastern. The roleplay poster is up. I mentioned in the beginning of the show, this is what it looks like. It is available for $15 over at rodeoarcade.com. It'll be linked in the chat here in due time. 19 by 27 inch, inch. It comes in poster tube. A lot of people have already gotten it, like we said in Tweena. It looks amazing. I'm still waiting on mine, but it does ship pretty much anywhere in the world from what I've been told. So if you want to support us, we all get a portion of the sale, so that is the best way to support the show. Last but not least, myself and Ryan will be playing all of Saints Row 4 on Tuesday, starting at 11 Eastern, right here, as well as over on his stream. So if you want to check out the playthrough of that game, the co-op campaign, you can come watch. And if I can log into Final Fantasy, I'll probably be playing that later tonight. But if not, I will be streaming Hearthstone. So if you want to see some of the new Blizzard trading card game, you can check that out. Episode 1 of week 25 is already up on YouTube. If you missed the beginning of the show, you can watch that. And next week, guys, do we need to do the same time, Jeff?
We might have to, yeah, because of SC2L.
To be honest, we
That's
hit
so good.
record numbers today, so I do not mind at all. We broke 6.5, I think, at the highest. So
Nice.
if everyone could do
Very nice.
1 o'clock again next week, barring any hangovers, Neil, we will announce that fairly soon. So that's all I got. We'll see you guys later. Thank you all for watching. Go check out twitch.tv/RyuZilla. He'll be streaming right after the show.
And SC2L in an hour.
And
See you guys.
SC2L, twitch.tv/SC2L. We'll see you guys later. Thanks again,
Bye-bye.
Europe. You guys are awesome. I'm going to play some more terrible Europe music. We'll see you guys later.
Later.